So one thing that stood out to me in the beginning of the play or the musical was that the name of the musical appeared so quickly in the beginning. Another thing I was wondering is why they didn't have to pay rent in the first place. Another thing I noticed is that a lot of the people in the musical found love like unexpectedly, like when Angel finds Tom after he just got beat up, and Roger and Mimi meet at a power outage. Um, some values that are being represented. I think love is the biggest one, and it's representing all groups. I think the musical was trying to portray that everyone's life is better with love, and that everyone needs it to be happy. The song, like I think that's represented in like the Seasons of Love song. Another value that's being represented is health, because of the health problems that a lot of the characters in the play have. I think they tried to portray that you should never take your health for granted and always like cherish each day, um, and live every day like it's your last. Like they kind of portrayed that in the song they sang, called "Another Day." Um, a question that I kind of had was why Mark and Roger didn't have to pay rent. It's probably not that big of a deal, like in the plot of the musical and everything, but I was just wondering about it. I looked it up and I really couldn't find any answers about it, so I assumed it wasn't a big deal. I thought maybe his landlord gave him a break or something. Um, and then obviously this play challenges like the traditional understandings of like sexuality in the time that the play was like set in the 80s. It challenges the traditional understandings of the issue in that time because the musical shows you that every person deserves love, and just because someone's not like how you are, and this doesn't do things the same way you do, doesn't mean they don't deserve happiness. Especially in the time period that this took place, the characters in the play definitely challenged society's understandings of what their sexuality meant and how it made them different. The song that I chose to analyze was "Seasons of Love" at the beginning of Act 2. I think that the song really captures like what the whole musical is about. With the lyric like, "There's only 525,600 minutes in a year," basically saying like, what are you gonna do with that, and live every day like it's your last, and live your life with love. And I think that song kind of just summed up like what the musical was trying to portray as a whole. And then also like in their day, like if you were tested positive for HIV, it was pretty much like a death sentence, and this shows that they chose to live their lives with happiness and love, and to like cherish the days that they had. And then a question I had for you guys was, did you guys think that the characters were maybe a little bit too optimistic and unrealistic in some of the situations, like more optimistic than some people would be in real life? Do you think it was a little bit unrealistic, or do you guys think that it was just being trying to show an optimistic version of what that story was like for a lot of people?